Hi friends, wishing you all a great afternoon. I am Vandana of 1st BA from TSWREIS Women Armor. Friends, what do you think? What are the reasons, the problems facing of India? What are the reasons facing, what are the problems facing the India is facing nowadays? Yes, the problems like poverty, unemployment, child marriages, low per capita income and global warming. Friends, what do you think the reasons for such problems? Yes, there are many reasons for such problems. One of the main reason is rapid growth of population on India. As we discussed now, the problems of India are population, rapid growth of population, low capital formation, low capital income, low level of technology and rapid growth of population, child marriages are the effect of population growth on economic development of India. Yes friends, today's my topic is what is the effect of population growth on economic development of India. And coming to my agenda, what is the population and its growth, an introduction, what is the effect of population growth on economic development of India, suggestions to control the population growth, and finally conclusion. And coming to the population, population refers to a collection of humans. Population in simpler terms is the number of people in a city, town, region, country or world. Demography is a social science which states the statistical study of human population. Population in a simpler terms can be seen as population in a number of people in a place, country, region and world. Probably the population can be determined by a process called census. Census is a process of collecting, analyzing, distributing, compiling and publishing the data. And coming to population growth. Population growth is the increase in the number of individuals in a population. And coming to introduction, India is the second most populated country in the world after China. And India is the largest democratic country in the world which covers 2.4% of the total lands of the world and 16% of the total population inhabits in it. And according to 2017 revision of the world population stood at 1,324,171,354 and every year 1.6 crores of the population are added to it or India's population. And coming to the topic, effect of population growth on economic development of India. And the first one is overuse of natural resources. Natural resources like land, water, air, soil, minerals, rocks, forest are the gift of nature. If population increases, the use of natural resources also increases. These are land, water and the other things are the problems for the natural resources. And the first one is overuse of land. As we know that India is in the second place of the world after China in population. If India did not follow the remedial measures to control the population, India's population may cross the China's population. Rapid growth of population returns in many ways. One of the major problem is overuse of arable land and its distraction and leads to overuse of available land which may lose for the future generations. And the next one is overuse of water. As we know that water is the most precious thing in the world. A person may live without food, but without water a person can't live. Water seems to be more, but less than 1% of the world's land can be used for the human needs. As population increases, the level of water decreases and nowadays people using more and more water and wasting it. Current population will strain the current water level to its limits, cause a water pollution. And if population increases, the pollution of water also increases, which the water cannot be used for drinking or agriculture process. And the next one is endangering the welfare of future generations. As population increases, the use of natural resources also increases. The natural resources like land, water, forest, minerals, rocks, oils are the gift of nature. If population increases, the use of availability of land, water, forest are more and more uses by the people, and which are lost for the future generations, which the people of the future generations may not available in the use of that natural resources. And coming to the next one, unfavorable per capita income. The growth of population tends to retard the per capita income. Per capita income means income per head. As we know that India's population is increases, the per capita level of India is decreases. The growth of population tends to retard per capita income. It increases the pressure of population on land. It leads to decline in the accumulation of capital, because with increasing the family rate, with the increasing of family, in the number of people increasing in a family, their accommodation and family will be more, and their savings and investment in other sector will be less. From the graph, we can observe that Switzerland per capita income is more than the India, which shows the low level of per capita income of India and low level of low standard of living of the Indian people, and their irrationality behavior among the per capita income. And the next one is retards agriculture development. As we know that Indian culture is agriculture. Agriculture development will be affected in many ways. One of the effect is disguised unemployment. Disguised unemployment, also known as hidden unemployment. It is a kind of employment where some people seems to be employed but actually not. It means disguised unemployment means the more people are engaged in a job than actual required. This situation can be observed in India's agriculture sector. As people increases, the unemployment problem also increases, which leads to the more unemployment, mass unemployment and underemployment. And the second one is per capita productivity increases. Per capita productivity is the value that each employed person creates per unit of his or her input. And the next one is shortage of food products. If population increases, the shortage of food products may decreases. If population increases, the food production also decreases, as the demand for the food production has increased as a result of population increases, which less for the future generations. If we use food products more now, it may not available to the future generations, which leads to the poverty. The poverty is one of the most dangerous thing in the India. And the next one is import increases, rises balance of payment difficulties. If a country's imports are more than its exports, it runs a trade deficit. Reduction in exports and increase in imports leads to deterioration in the balance of payments position of the country. This may force the state to curtail the importation of capital goods, which will adversely affect the development of Indian country. And coming to the next one, low capital formation. Growth of population retards capital formation. As population increases, per capita availability of people decreases. The low capital formation due to low savings, low investment, low technology and low payments for the employed persons. And the first one is low level of capital formation, low level of per capita income. As we know that per capita income means income per head. Population increases will retard the development of per capita income of a person. Low per capita income will shows the irrational behavior of the people among the capital formation and shows the low standard of living of the people. And the next one is low savings. Low savings due to low capital formation. As we know that per capita income, which is measured by the total income of the country divided by the population. Low savings due to low per capita income. It leads to the irrational behavior of the people. If in a house there are only 2 children, the accommodation of children may be controlled. But if there are more children in a family, their accommodation will be increases and their savings are low, which shows their lower capital formation, low interest on investment, which stop the economical development of a country. And the next one is low level of technology. Technology is most important thing in the world. If technology is low, the country's development also low. Low level of technology shows the low standard of living of the people. If technology rises, the development of country may rises. If technology decreases, the development of a country may decreases. Low level of technology shows the low level of capital formation, low per capita income, low savings and less interest of people among the work. And low technology will shows the irrational behavior of the people and low standard of living of the people. And the next one is unemployment. Unemployment means people who are not getting employment. Unemployment is the most famous problem in India and in other countries also. Unemployment includes a rise in labor force, mass unemployment, underemployment. Rise in labor force, the rapidly increasing of population plunges the economy into unemployment and underemployment. Rise in labor force will increase due to the growth of population. If population increases, the labor force also increases. And the next one is mass unemployment. Mass unemployment means huge unemployment. If population is less, maximum number of people will get employment. If population is more, the problem of unemployment may rises, which shows the low standard of living of the Indian people. And the next one is underemployment. Underemployment is also known as educated unemployment. It means people who are educated are not getting jobs according to their qualification. This is the situation of Indian graduates who are not getting jobs according to their qualification. If population increases, the problem of unemployment increases, which stop the economic growth of the country. Not only India's, overall the world, the population should be decreased according to the rules taken by the government. And the next one is environmental damage. Rapid population growth leads to environmental damage due to scarcity of land. Rapidly increasing population pushes the large number of people economically sensitive lands like hilly areas and forest and tropical areas. It leads to overgrazing and cutting of forest. Moreover, the pressure of population, rapid growth of population forces people to obtain more food for themselves and their livestock, which uses the more land, more availability and distraction of it. And the next one is usage of hillsides and tropical forest. If people increases, their uses also increases. If people increases, they need to live according to their satisfaction by using overuse of land. If land used by the people is over, it may not available to the future generations. As population increases, the use of hillsides and tropical areas also will get increased. And the next one is overgrazing and cutting of forest. If people increases, the land to be increased. It is not possible to grow. It is not possible to extend the land according to the population. As population increases, the use of land increases by cutting the forest. By this, our forest area will get damaged, and overgrazing or clearance of forest area leads to environmental damage like global warming and leads to less rains and acid rains too. And the next one is migration from rural to urban areas. Migration from rural to urban areas means going to another place by leaving completely native place. Urbanization will create the problems like housing, water, transport, current, etc. Migration from rural to urban areas will stop the population growth, and which leads to economical development of country. And the next one is severe air, water and noise pollution. As population increases, the usage of plastic may get rises, and which leads to severe air, water, noise pollution. By this, our future generations will get damaged, which leads to stop the economic development of a country, which leads to stopping the growth of country. And the next one is other effects includes low standard of living, poverty, burden of unproductive consumers, population and social problems, more pressure on land. Low standard of living because of low level of capital formation and low level of per capita income. As we know that per capita income means income per head. If population increases, the per capita level of a country may decreases, which shows the low standard of living of the people. We get per capita income by dividing the national population by national income by the total population of the country. If population increases, the standard of living of the people decreases, which shows the irrational behavior of the people. Poverty. Poverty means the people who are not able to fulfill their basic needs like food, clothing, shelter. Rapid population growth is likely to reduce per capita income growth and well-being, which tends to increase country's poverty. And the next one is burden of unproductive consumers. If in a family major members are unemployed, only single person have employment, that single person should accommodate the people to satisfy their needs. He need to accommodate that people, which shows their low savings, low investment on other sectors like business sectors or agriculture sector, which leads to low standard of living of the people. And the next one is population and social problems. As we know that India is the second large place of the world population after China. If India do not follow the remedial measures to control the population, the India's population may cross the China's population, which leads to stop the economic growth of country. And the social problems like child marriages, female education are the more in Indian economy, which stop the economic development of country. And the next one is more pressure on land. If population increases, the pressure on land also increases. And coming to the suggestions to control the population growth. First one is delayed marriages. Delayed marriages means getting late marriages. Late married people will not show much interest to getting family and having children. And the next one is women empowerment. Women empowerment in many situations like empowering women in matters like childbirth and educating them to fight against the discrimination will conjure a healthy and aware society. Next one is family planning methods. Making availability of family planning methods through different outlets in urban and semi-urban areas. Legislative actions. Government should take remedial measures to control the population. And the next one is providing incentives and spreading awareness among the people, eradicate poverty, education. Education is the most important thing in the world, which changes the sense of the people, avoiding the people from getting marriage and having number of children. And education helps the people educated men and women knows the importance of having small family, and equal opportunities to the both female and male, investment in health infrastructure and social conditions. And coming to my conclusion, I would like to conclude that as we discussed many many reasons for the effect of population growth on economic development of India. Friends, we know that since we got independence, it means since 1947, India is a still developing country rather than developed country because of more population, poverty, unemployment. If we control the population, the problem of poverty and unemployment will reduces, and India will achieve the title as developed country rather than developed country. Thank you to all who given me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.